Hi, everybody.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
me, Banshee. Welcome to the show. My wet hair version. It's Sunday, people. And I relax and sip coffee, and then I get in the shower. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody is well. Well, I'm going to start the day with the Divine Nature Oracle that I recently purchased by Angie Sullen's art by Greg Spalenka. I think that's his name.
All right.
And since they're right upright, I'm going to have Mr. O just pull one once I cut them. Ooh. All right. All right.
17, create.
Oh, nice. Create. The colors inside of you must be expressed. To restrain your creativity is to shut off the flow of source, as we are made in its creative image. Whether you paint, dance, sing, sculpt, stitch, weave, write, tell, or shape, every creation expands the universe in joy. It's not just healthy to get out what lives inside of you. The process is necessary and holy for the soul, for the soul of the world, and allows all of us to know ourselves deeper and brighter as we engage with you. Now is the time to create with wild abandon. Don't say you aren't creative. Don't say there's no time. Prioritize your creative expression, even and especially if what you're creating serves no purpose other than the flow. That is enough. You are enough. Create now. You know, I always couch my creativity this way. I'll say, I can't draw. I only draw stick figures. I can't draw. I'm not creative that. I can color, and I have a good sense of color. But the thing is that we often say we're not creative because we can't do that one certain thing. Just because I can't draw does not mean I'm not creative. And creativity can take all kinds of forms, from creative ideas that you may have to actual creative arts or talents of some sort. So consider creativity as a part of your life, because it is, and don't stifle it.
I like that. And of course, it sort of makes me think about the star in a way, too,
Yeah.
which is number 17.
Oh, yeah, that's
So
right.
the idea of creative energies.
I like that.
Nice.
All right. So we have for the collective. Good luck with that. Okay, I believe we are on Naya first, right?
Hi, Naya.
Naya asked about Ibrahim towards Bushra.
And I'm going to use my, I have Decapalooza here today. I brought a deck for almost every possible reason. So I'm going to
Okay.
use the Final Rose Tarot, which is based on a reality TV show about dating and bachelors, bachelorettes. Sometimes that's a good deck to use for emotional exchanges, as I like to call them. What are Abraham's intentions towards Bushra? Well, good luck with that.
What?
I'm talking to Violet.
Oh, Violet? Okay. Okay. wow. All right, I got my
I'm gonna give
Lenormand
these a
ready,
good
Mr.
shuffle.
O.
Okay, Naya. The first card is the Magician reversed. It's called the Producer here, but it's card 1. And the second card is the Six of Cups upright. And the final card is the reversed Page of Cups.
Oh, wow.
What do you
Okay, yeah.
So the
Starting
mice,
off early with the mice.
the mice have decided to come aboard, and the lilies.
Yep. Whenever you see it in the 30s, it's the lilies.
I see.
Well, I'm not sure if Ibrahim is being totally upfront with Bushra. Let me just say that. And that could be for good reasons or for bad reasons. They might be denying their true feelings or trying to cover them up, or vice versa. They're saying that they may feel something for Bushra and they're not. You know, the Magician can be reversed about trickery and sleight of hand and somebody who is not necessarily, you know, being honest for some reason.
It's also possible that maybe they're deceiving themselves too. That
Could
maybe
be.
they give themselves a story to believe in terms of these intentions. When I look at the next card,
Yeah, you can go ahead with that.
the Six of Cups. This may be saying that they are looking to have some sort of situation that evokes fond feelings, evokes feelings of childhood or earlier time. I don't know if it's possible that Ibrahim and Bushra knew each other as children or as younger adults or anything like that, but it could be saying that their intentions are thinking about that shared past or wanting to sort of connect to an idea of a shared past. No. Okay. Thank you.
Well, you know, I'm thinking here that they may have some sentimental feelings. And I'm not sure if this is coming from the past or what's here is the flavor of the card itself. Because this card talks about a sentimentality that could come from past feelings of love. But I really think this is talking about the present. There may be sentimental reasons why, you know, they're acting the way they are. Either they're trying to put up a false front that they care about someone because they do have feelings, you know. There are feelings here, and maybe they don't want to hurt somebody's feelings, but, you know, they might be. Or if it's the other way and they're just not being upfront with their feelings, it could be something in their past maybe making them shut down their feelings for some reason. That's all I can get out of that card, really.
Well, additionally, when I look at the reversed Page of Cups,
Yeah.
I think that sort of adds to the idea of either self-deceit or insecurity. And even the Magician reverse could speak to that idea of somebody who doesn't feel totally confident, totally able to project their energy or project their willpower here. So it could be that Ibrahim has certain feelings of sentimentality wherever they come from, but they either don't believe enough in themselves to really project this, or they're insecure for some reason.
Well, the Page of Cups reversed is an interesting card because it can talk about people's feelings, it can talk about people's attitudes, and I really feel here they're being in some ways they're being emotionally unrealistic with things in their life right now. I just feel they're acting very emotionally immature. And hey, you can be a 67-year-old like me, and you can still be emotionally immature at times, you know? So it's not a matter of age here, it's just a matter of the way that they're dealing with emotional matters right now. And I just feel here, that whatever they're doing, they're acting very immaturely, and it's not healthy. So their feelings towards Bushra right now are messed up. I just feel here
half-hearted is the word
that's
I'm
a
looking
nice
at.
one.
Yeah.
It could be half-hearted.
They don't know if they want to be more serious or not.
Or they're just treating, this thing, Bushra, very cavalierly. Like, why should I care? Why should I care? They do have some feelings, but it's as if maybe they haven't decided they want to settle with Bushra here. They're still deciding what they want to do with their life, so they could be stringing Bushra along when I look at that magician reversed here, until they decide what they want to do. Or they could be playing this game because they're trying to distance Bushra for now because they're still interested in playing rather immaturely with love.
So let's go to the lilies and the mice.
Yes, I sense problems here. I think that there has been some long-term, or there is a potential here for some long-term problems between the two of them. Now, generally, the reason I'm saying that, because every time I've talked about the mice, I spoke in terms of how it's usually a temporary thing. But here you have the lilies. And the lilies are about maturity and can also be about things long term. And so when I combine that with the mice, I can't help but wonder here if there's going to be problems off and on between Ibrahim and Bushra. It's really hard for them to not feel stress between each other or difficulties or always trying to work out problems between each other.
I like to agree with that, Banshee, and I think that the other part I see here is that we talked about, and you especially, the idea of some immature ideas there, immature feelings or attitudes, and maybe this is saying it's going to be very hard to evolve away from those, and those are what's really going to be causing some problems, perhaps.
I'm sorry I don't have better news with this, but that's what we see right now. Good luck with that.
All right, good luck.
Right. We're on Lena. And Lena wants a love reading for the next one. I'll use my, if I can find it, my Mermaid Tarot. Whoa. Oh no. Did I drop any? I have to check. No, I did not. All right. Whoops. Almost though. I almost pulled an Oberon. Eight of Pentacles is upright in this love reading. Knight of Wands is reversed. Oh my. I'm telling you, these love readings today. And the Ace of Pentacles is reversed. Well, there could be something happening, relationship. Oh, let's see what you've got. I'm sorry. Oh. The cross. You could say it out loud.
The cross and the mountain.
Thank you. Yikes, Lena. I don't know what we've been telling you about love recently, but this doesn't look very positive either. And what's ironic about it is, you know how I spoke about long-term problems in the previous reading? Well, here we have the cross. We can also talk about some struggles long-term, especially with the mountains here. So let's talk about this. I'm getting ahead of myself. The Eight of Pentacles indicates work. Working on relationships. Working on either establishing a relationship, working on getting to know somebody maybe, if it's a new relationship, or working on an existing relationship or trying to get somebody interested in you. Whatever the case may be, that's work, right?
Absolutely. It may be that it's something that you might have to really look back at other parts of your past and say, am I doing this the way I should be doing it? Some reflection.
And that next card, the Knight of Wands reversed, is indicating to me that, yes, it could have to do with a relationship coming or going. Either you're trying to get something established or hoping that it will pan out for you, or maybe you're trying to get away from one. It could be either.
You're worried a little bit about appearances, whether you appear confident enough or whether or not you are actually confident enough. But some of this is about appearances.
The Knight? Okay.
I think.
All right.
It's the coming and going.
All right. The Ace of Pentacles reversed is indicating here it is like as if there's really a struggle. I'm really beginning to wonder if this isn't something new, or at least somebody that you were interested in that was hoping it would develop. With the Ace of Pentacles reversed here, I think that things are off to not a good start. And it's really hard to get things off the ground or going in the direction you would want them to.
Something feels like it just didn't get started right, and that maybe there's either some logistics problems or there's something that just sort of is kind of a delay here. It just might be that it could work, but not right now. It might have to go on the shelf for a while or be reformulated somehow.
Yeah. It's okay, Violet. You know, if you gotta go, you gotta go. And do stuff. It's not a big deal. It's okay. Hey, we got kind of a low turnout here today, so, with the mountains and the cross, I guess you have to decide if whatever's going on in your love life, okay, is worth the effort long term. Because you have the mountains, which is a lot of obstacles and struggles, and you've got the cross, which is kind of long-term grief. In other words, it just seems like whatever the problems are you are facing in your romantic life in the next 4 months, it seems like is it worth your time? Maybe you need to apply your time some other way.
Right. I sort of feel like this is two negatives, but they're not making a positive.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
The idea of the mountain and the cross. I pretty much agree with Banshee. I feel like there's a struggle that only leads towards more disappointment. It almost feels like, although despite the work you feel you need or you will think you need to put into it, it's just not going to have a good outcome. And maybe it's just because you need to reformulate, like I mentioned. Good luck with this.
Wish you luck with that. Well, these cards are tough, and I will say on my end, I'm sure Mr. O did too, but on my end, I really mixed up my cards again for the readings today. So I just want you to know, and I was really kind of focused, relaxed while doing it, and just trying to make sure they were cleared of any past or negative energy. But, it's going to come up. Whatever comes up is going to come up. Hey. All right. So let's move on with SP, and you've got a question for us. Oh boy, SP. I hope things turn out better. But let's see what it says about your relocation. It's Mr. O's deck.
And I'm going to use the Secrets Tarot.
I want to remind people, too, that there's different planetary things going on. that could be influencing relationships, could be influencing world events and crazy stuff we're seeing in the news, which I'm not going to get into today. But the bottom line is that we also have a Mercury retrograde coming up next month. So these are kind of tough months here that could be playing into why our cards are the way they are lately. And I have to tell you, for those of you who are following our cards of the week ahead, which, by the way, we pulled on Friday before any of the craziness of this weekend happened, they're tough. It's going to be a challenging week ahead.
Strap in. It's going to be a bumpy ride.
Yep.
All right.
Especially the next few days. Seriously, Violet, pay attention to my cards. Holy moly.
Hi, Jackie.
Hey, Jackie.
All right, so any progress on the relocation request? Okay, first card is the Three of Wands, upright. Second card is the Two of Cups, upright. And then the final card is the Knave, or as we know it, Page of Swords, upright. Those all really have a nice ring to them compared to some of the not so clear.
It's the Three of Wands, and is it the Two of Cups, did you say? Or the two? It is the Two of Cups.
Uh-huh.
Yes, it does. I'm still not sure we're going to have a perfect answer for you here, but it is positive. Let's take a look. Look at that, for example.
The Star. I'm really blurry there. I wonder what happened.
What are you talking about?
Look how blurry it looks.
Oh, well, that is weird.
I'm trying to figure out what happened there.
Sorry about the blurriness of
Hold
the
on,
cards.
I'm trying to work it.
Well, I'll be dying to see what you got, Violet, because I'll tell you, it's all making sense now. Anyway. Did I hit the table and make something happen, maybe?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm working on it, though. That helps a little, I think.
That's a little better.
It is what it is.
Sorry, we don't know. We switched some things up today for various reasons.
Well, it wasn't blurry earlier.
Yeah. No, it wasn't. So you're right.
Okay.
Well, SP, the Three of Wands does almost look like you're anticipating and waiting and hopeful for something to happen. You can almost feel it. Maybe this week you might be getting some good vibes off of people, that you work under, your bosses, whatever, the person who is advocating for you. With that Two of Cups there, I'm going to go a little bit ahead with this one. I think I'll do the 3 cards and leave the Lenormand. With the Two of Cups here, I think that it's showing that, there is somebody who is on your side on this, okay? I do feel that way. There are some allies. There are allies here. It might be making you feel a little bit more positive about the way things are going. And with the Page of Swords here, I don't want to get your hopes up, but I do think you might get an update this week. You may not hear what you want to hear, but maybe the ally will tell you they are working on this or give you some further information. That's my hope.
SP, these cards are incredibly good in a way, referring to what's going on here. And I almost feel like maybe not only is it possible you're going to hear favorable news, but I also feel too like maybe they're going to assign somebody to you as an advisor or contact who will work more directly with you on any procedural stuff. I sort of see that as the play between that Page of Swords and that Three of Wands there. And you'll feel that this is somebody, you can trust or that you really can relate to in this matter. So it may not be an incredibly close working relationship, but it's just a sign maybe that something is going to start moving in that direction, I think.
Well, SP, I'm not trying to play both sides here, but what I will say is he's pretty positive, and these cards are not bad cards all the way around. Let me just say that. But I really am taking the stand myself that I think you're going to get encouraging news. I'm not sure you're going to hear that the relocation is going to happen, but I do feel that you're going to get encouraging news.
It still feels like it's like something that just advances all of this, and
It could be.
that's why they have a person for you to be in contact with.
I don't know, but I
Even if it's
feel
just
much
a
better than
portal.
I have with some of the other readings. And when we look at the Lenormand, I think here, whatever happens, I think that maybe you're going to feel a little bit more secure this week with the bear here. The bear is not also always about, well, the bear is also about feeling empowered and your power, but the bear is also about financial security or security in general. And so I feel here that because bears are strong, I feel you're going to feel more of a sense of security and you're going to feel hopeful. See, that's where the encouragement comes from to me. If I had a little bit more bells and whistles in those first 3 cards, I might be a little bit more encouraging than I am. But I feel to me the Page of Swords is somewhat neutral. The Two of Cups is encouraging that you have an ally. And the Three of Wands indicates that you're anticipating something good happening. But I'm not sure it's happening yet. So that's where I'm at.
Well, I have to just say I agree, though, with mostly with what Banshee's saying, that this is really encouraging news, and you'll feel that you have somebody finally maybe helping you or empowering you, and it feels like you're finally moving ahead. You're feeling hopeful about it.
I hope this is true. Gosh, you're going to have to let us know if you come to Thursday or if you come next Sunday's show.
Whenever
if
you
you
hear
did,
about it.
in fact, get any kind of encouraging news this week. And I would highly recommend to you, SP, to not just sit on the sidelines on this, to go ahead and inquire, with the person you feel that might have your back on this and just see if there is any update. And maybe you'll get some encouraging news. Good luck with that.
Good luck.
All right, Libra. I'm cautiously optimistic. I like that phrase. All right. What does Libra got for us?
Libra says, what is coming towards me?
Okay.
So that could be your reading?
Yes,
1, 2, 3?
it could.
All right.
I'll use this one. I like this one. Yeah, I think so. I think I'm feeling pretty positive. I hope so. I hate for the one positive reading we've done today to not churn out results. Uh-oh. Why the look, Mr. O? Don't make me worried now.
Don't worry.
Be happy.
Be sappy. Did Kara get here yet?
No, Kara did not.
Kara.
Well, you know who's not here either.
Sunny.
So it's no surprise to me. All right.
Maybe Kara's not going to come today.
All right, so what's coming towards Libra, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's the Six of Wands. Did you have this before? Why do I think... Well, I've seen the Six of Wands come up for somebody recently, but I have to say what's coming towards you, Libra, is a victory of some sort. It could be some success coming your way, even if it's modest success. And it might be through the support of others around you. But even if it's not through their support, they're going to be very happy for you achieving, this success.
Even if it's not victory, it's recognition for something you've done.
That's true. Okay, and so why is this important? 9 of Wands. I love it.
9 of Wands.
I think it's because you've done good here. You've either stood up for yourself when you've needed to, or your needs or your concerns, or maybe even standing up for others, and they appreciate you for that. Or, you prepared yourself well for this moment.
Yes, it's really about a sense of being prepared for whatever it is. That's what you're being celebrated for or being known for is that you were ready to do something. You stepped up for something or you took over for something, but people see that.
These cards are very, very positive thus far, but where are things headed? Well, it's not reversed. It's the Seven of Pentacles upright. So where are things headed? I think where things are heading, just by the very nature of the positive energy of these cards, is indicating that you can step back now and assess where all of this is taking you. And I think what you'll realize, at least as far as this goes, we'll see what does Lenormand say, that it is taking you in a positive direction.
It's a sense of, oh, you made me forget it.
Sorry.
You can step back, but I think it's about feeling like, you feel things are in good hands and you sort of don't have to be quite as active. Things sort of have a consistency that you feel is good. They're mostly going to grow in a measured pace and you don't have to take a lot of action working with them. Now that's nice it says that because the Lenormand says almost the opposite.
That's
First,
okay.
it's the whip, so something has to be moved quickly, and then it's the scythe.
Oh, well,
So what do you see
I'm
there?
not sure. This is a tough one. This could have to do with some conflict. This could have to do with something that you were involved in. Maybe you were standing up for other people who were embroiled in some brouhaha. Remember I mentioned that above here and that people would be grateful for that. But I think here this is saying that this may involve an aggressive conflict that you were involved in, or
Oh, wow.
or this could also mean to me, I'm reaching a little bit with this, but if you think about the symbology of the cards, it could indicate that you're breaking up a conflict, or this is coming to an end. You're cutting it off, now, because of whatever you've done here. I think the key to me in this reading is that Nine of Wands. Don't you?
Could be, but I was feeling like the Seven of
Okay.
Pentacles says that things will stabilize. But
Okay.
yeah, you're right about the Nine of Wands. I think that's
I think it's
important,
because
too.
the way you prepared for this, or you've stood up for yourself or others in this situation, that is the key.
Because some of these things probably had a timeliness about them that had to happen, an urgency about them. And so that leads to the idea that your successful management of them meant somebody noticed that and thought well of that.
Yeah. Wow.
All right.
That's what we have for you. Good luck with that.
Good luck.
Wow. Are we really already at the bottom of our list? This is like, holy moly.
Crazy. Oh,
I know.
Wow, what happens?
I don't know what's going on. It's really ironic to me, too, that we are getting less readings, but we've been increasing our subscriber count of late. Where is everybody? My only guess is it's summer and everybody is taking it easy.
I don't know.
All right.
Okay, so we were with V, and V is my ex-Leo's feelings towards me.
I know we still have Jackie after V.
Yes.
And you're right about this deck, Violet. I'm going to keep this one in the mix for a while. I do like it right now. Definitely good for the heat of the summer season.
Okay, I'm going to use the Deviant Moon Tarot. Like the Secrets Tarot, it sort of provokes some sort of ideas about what's in people's subconscious or dream natures.
We're speculating, too, as Mr. O has been putting our cards of the day out there as brief videos, too, that it's possible maybe some people are following us to check those out. It's possible. We're not getting a lot of likes or feedback. We're getting some on those. But I wonder here if it's helped increase, some of our visibility. Just something to think about.
Thank you, Jackie. That's nice.
Thank you, Jackie.
Appreciate it. What are my ex-Leo's feelings towards me? Okay, card the first. It's the Four of Cups, and it's upright. Card the second. It's the reverse Two of Pentacles. And then the final card is another four, but it's the reversed Four of Swords. So that's kind of maybe tells a little story.
Okay. Four Cups is first upright.
Yes.
Four of Swords reversed is
His
at
last.
the end. And you said it's the Two of Pentacles reversed in the middle. Wow. Okay.
And you're wondering what the ex-Leo's feelings are towards you.
Well, let me get the Lenormand out here before you say anything. Some thoughts are racing in my head,
I'm
but
getting a little glimmer here.
I really want to see what the Lenormand will add first with this one.
Sure.
Yeah. Because it might change my mind about where I'm going with this. All right. How did I know this? All right.
There's the heart.
Ah.
And the cross.
Well, this Leo seems to be on again, off again kind of person. And I feel here that, that Two of Pentacles in the middle reversed, there is just chaos in the way this Leo is feeling, okay? That was the question, right? The Leo's feelings towards you. There's a lot of chaos here. They just can't seem to pull together what they should do, in this relationship. How they should manage this relationship. Is it possible here, I'm just going to throw it out there again, V, I hate to do it, but is it possible here that they're really trying to navigate more than one relationship at one time?
If it's not that, there is just really, I'm thinking the possibility that they're waiting for somebody else that could be part of a stable, another relationship, but they're waiting for somebody else to give them a nod or to choose them, or they're waiting for that person to become more available for their choice.
Do you know what? I felt that was something I had to say first, but let's look at that Four of Cups. I'm really mixed about this one. I have the feeling there's a couple of ways you can look at the Four of Cups upright. And one of the ways is that somebody is being very lazy, very, uninspired to move forward with something in their lives. Is that their love for you? Is that feelings towards you or building a relationship with you? That's what I'm wondering here. Was my first impression was somebody really just wants to sit back and not take any action at this time on this.
I could see the laziness there, but I could also see it because of a lack of being inspired, that that they just don't feel something that sparks them enough to want to readily accept a choice. And that's keeping them looking for other choices, maybe.
Are they going to move on ultimately? I'm worried about the Four of Swords. I mean, the Four of Swords is a card of action, but it's a card of recovery as well. So I have to say, V, this is a little bit of a mixed bag here, except when we get to the Lenormand, which I think is really telling a good part of the story here. But that card could indicate that this person could be moving on, being, re-energized and moving on. It could also mean that maybe they're recovering their senses and coming back. I mean, I can't rule that out.
Agreed.
But looking at the cross and the heart, there's a lot of heartache here. There's a lot of grief going forward with this relationship, and maybe even their feelings towards you. Are they feeling right now that maybe they just feel too much pressure or grief to move this forward? And when I say that, I'm not saying it's anything that you're doing that's making them feel that way. It's just within them.
Yeah, I agree. This is mostly on them, and you did ask the question that way, so that's where I think the cards are leading us. I feel that Two of Pentacles reversed 2 is the overall tenure of their feelings in a sense that they're just sort of puzzled or unbalanced in some of their thoughts there.
Hi,
And
Vinny.
hi, Viddy. And that seems to, and hi, Mysterious Queen. That
Oh.
seems to be telling the tale here, is what it looks like.
Okay.
So I think that's what we have, V.
I'm sorry. We don't have better news. This just seems to be a difficult time for romance right now. I do have to say. Good luck with that.
All right, so
Jackie,
it's Jackie,
what do you
right?
got for us? Right? It's Jackie?
Yes, I think it's Jackie.
Yep.
Will I find my next home in the area I favor?
Okay. All right, let's see here. I'm going to use...
Thanks, Violet. And Vidya's posted a question. All right.
Going to use the Adventure Tarot for that. Why not? I don't think I want to do a yes/no. I guess we'll do 3 cards. Let's see. I mean, I could do a yes/no, but... Hi, Kara.
Hi, Kara.
Sonny gave up on you. No. He never came down, so we didn't even think you would come.
I had to remind him, you can't have another twin flame. It's already been decided. It's Kara.
They're all a little lazy today, our cats.
I wouldn't be surprised if he did. There is this thing between those two. Wherever he is, I'm not really sure. Okay.
It's the 5 of Cups reversed. I like that.
Right, we're on Jackie's reading, right?
Yes.
Mhm. 5 of Cups reversed. Okay.
The Page of Swords upright,
Nice.
which is the Scout of Swords in this deck, and the Hierophant upright. So right off the bat here, I want to see his Lenormand, if he would please. When you're ready. Oh, you are. Okay. Ooh. Wow. All right. I have to say this right off the bat. Has anybody noticed anything besides me here?
Are you talking to me?
Anybody. I will say right now, out of the questions we've been asked, those that are not related to love have been coming out more positive for the most part.
Okay.
SPs, this one, right?
Yeah.
It's very strange.
Venus is in opposition with Pluto. Victoria or somebody else told me that.
So I'm just warning you people with the love questions. The cards are not too kind today for some reason. But you never know. Like I said, we're using different decks too. So, you know.
All right. So,
Jackie, let's take a look at this. Honestly, look at that 5 of Cups reversed, right? The 5 of Cups indicates that there is opportunities for you to be able to find, you know, a new place to live in the place that you are hoping to find it in, right? That was the question, basically. Sorry, I just want to go back to that. Yes. Will I find my next home in the area that I favor? You will have opportunities presented that could make it so, right?
I think so. Mm-hmm.
And the next card is the Page of Swords, correct? The Page of
Yeah.
Swords upright
Mm-hmm.
indicates to me that you will have to do some legwork on this, you know, and I feel here you need to network, you need to get out there and make connections that will help you find what you're looking for. And maybe that's where that Hierophant comes in.
Well, before you go there,
Yes.
I think that because there's a lot of diplomacy kind of aspects about this, I actually wonder if there is somebody you may know who might be influential, somehow introduces you to somebody who's selling the house or something like that. I just get a feeling like you might know somebody inadvertently who will connect you to part of that process.
I'll also say with the Page of Swords, keep your focus on what you truly want there and what will truly work for you there. This is a very analytical card. And so I think here you two have to be very attentive and be enthusiastic. The Page of Swords is a very curious person. Explore a lot of options. Don't just settle because you want to be in that area. Make wise choices. And with the Hierophant, I think here this is saying, make sure you get some expert advice on this. The Hierophant is saying you should maybe consult people who can help you find exactly what you need and are looking for and you can afford there.
I suppose I could agree with it, but I actually sort of feel like that's a final result saying like everything's going to kind of proceed orderly. And, sometimes the Hierophant talks about, successful marriage. Maybe this is a successful marriage in terms of you finding the right thing. I just sort of feel like there's a sense of order that sort of brings it through. And then, of course, the Lenormand.
Well, 100% it could be that, but again, with the Hierophant, there's this idea of getting a mentor, a teacher, somebody learned, knowledgeable in what you're pursuing here. So I feel both ways about this. I like what he said, and look at that. You are going to move. The key is movement. And I think here you will find what you're looking for because one way or another, and I'm not even going to say one way or another, it looks like you are heading towards a move.
Can't deny it. It really has a very powerful sense moving forward for you.
Yeah. So good luck with that.
Good luck, Jackie.
All right. Thank you.
So then...
We are on Mysterious... Vidi.
All right, Vidi. Your love life for the rest of July and August.
Okay. And August is when Mercury is going to go retrograde.
Well, I'm going to break out
All right.
the Modern Love Tarot.
All right.
I brought a whole gaggle of decks here for any number of possible reasons. So why not? I love this deck too. I use it a
You're
lot
welcome, Jackie.
on the Emotion Exchanges, my Friday show. You're welcome. Hope so. Tarot's a snapshot in time, so we hope we can rise to the occasion. All right. Card the first. It's the reversed King of Wands. And then the second one is the reversed Ten of Cups. Boy. The final one is the upright Six of Swords. So something happens better towards the end, it seems, or I don't know if there's a time thing there or not, but and Banshee has the house in Lenormand.
And ironically, we have another key. This would have been perfect in Jackie's reading. Wouldn't it?
Well, what do you need to know? There may be a sense of somebody being brash, overconfident, maybe somebody who is charming but maybe duplicitous too, a sense of somebody who's not exactly a fair-minded person. That's the King of Wands reversed. That may be somebody who is just sort of there for themselves. You know, there's sort of a sense of conceitedness there. Maybe combining that with the next card, the Ten of Cups, they sort of have an emotional disharmony about them. Maybe they have broken up other relationships, or maybe they have troubled emotional relationships about them. I'll stop.
Well, this is a tough reading.
It is a little bit.
For love life, because if you're not involved with anybody at this time, I would just start with that Ten of Cups and say that, you know, things are not very conducive right now for a positive relationship. There seems to be some, you know, people that you could meet that either don't seem to, how do I want to say this? Don't seem to blend well with you. They don't seem compatible. Maybe I want to put it that way. Could be arguments. The King of Wands reversed here could indicate to me a couple of things. Number one, if it's about somebody that you meet or you're involved with at this time, they do seem to have some ego issues, and they do seem to be very domineering and pushy a little bit. And I feel here you don't want to be pushed into a situation where it's not healthy for you. So, you know, and that's where I think that Ten of Cups is that you might meet somebody who might want to push things along, but they may not be right long term. And I feel here with the Six of Swords, you want to move away from that. You want to move to something that would be more stable and secure, which is what I think the Lenormand is about. But we'll get to that in a moment.
No, I agree with that. I think that maybe if there's somebody who's either conceited or selfish, and maybe there's an initial attraction, but then you realize, you know, there's something not really good about them. I don't want to say they're sick or anything like that, but you may feel you have to move along away from that relationship or that situation if it would prevent it from becoming a relationship that is troublesome. So with the Lenormand, then, though, it does seem like what you want to focus on, and, you know, it's kind of interesting because
I
the
know.
house and bingo, right?
Bingo,
See,
yeah.
So I don't know if you already have a family, you know, if you're already a parent, or if you have, you know, situations going on. But I feel like this is saying you want to look for somebody who is more homey, I think. Somebody who has the interest of building a home.
Yes.
Whether either of you or the desire is to have children eventually.
So see, it's almost the opposite of that Ten of Cups reversed. Because the Ten of Cups reversed in a way sounds like a home wrecker. And this card here, the house, is kind of like a positive home environment. You want, the key here is to keep striving to find somebody who makes you feel comfortable, at ease, safe and secure, and that you really believe is maybe marriage minded or oriented and wants to build a healthy home life, not a domineering one, not one in which they want to use you to further their own agendas. Somebody who really you can be harmonious with, somebody who will make you feel like life is going in a really smooth direction going forward, that you can build a positive life together. And I don't know, July and August, it seems a little bit rocky that you're going to find that type of individual.
It's beyond that time.
Yeah, I think so. So good luck with that. All right.
Good luck, Viddy.
Mysterious Queen, I don't blame you. But I don't know what to tell you, you know, we're using different decks here, and this is what's happening. So,
well, that's interesting, all right. It's your deck.
what is the question?
Oh,
May I know what
with
will my marriage with my person lead to a happy and successful marriage? We both want to keep our marriage secret. Thank you. Okay. All right, so you are with somebody right now that you want to keep this a secret if you get married. All right, and you want to know if it will be successful. That's a valid question.
Of course.
Let's see what deck I want to use for that. I'm going to go with the... Yeah, I'll go with this one. The garden one. Let's see. I hope so. Tell you, the cards are very strange today. But they've been for us, and I just gotta say, some of them have been really dead on lately, especially our cards of the day. If you look at some of the collective energies that have been going on worldwide. All right. Whoa, I want to do one more. That one did not work out like I wanted.
Oh, thank you. Yes, the Lenormands are... I enjoy working with the Lenormands. I sort of feel they add a nice layer of detail or something to the reading, because it seems like tarot can be a little bit more abstract, more feeling, and Lenormand is sort of like, no, this is what's going to happen.
Well, you've got one good card here assured. The King of Pentacles is upright. You're going to break the cycle, I hope. The Four of Wands is upright. The King of Cups is upright.
How interesting.
Wow. Well, Mysterious Queen, I guess your hopes. What?
Just thought I'd share that. The coffin.
And the clouds.
And the clouds.
Oh!
Okay, I know what you're thinking then.
Actually, that's not bad.
Yes, because I know why.
All right. You knew right away where I was going to go with that. All right. Well, the King of... You know what? I think this marriage is going to work out fine, long term. I think with the King of Pentacles here, financially, everything is great. This person could be a good provider, or between the two of you, financially and otherwise, there's a sense of security. There's a sense of each other supporting one another. And I think that holds true even with the King of Cups here. That not only means physical security with the Pentacles, but emotional security and comfort and caring support for one another with the King of Cups upright. And with the Four of Wands in the middle, that's a wedding, okay? That's a marriage.
Mysterious Queen, it's kind of like really the perfect measure of qualities you need for a successful marriage. And you have a card that indicates a marriage too, potentially, the Four of Wands. But you want somebody who has everything you need financially and materially, you know, as well as the strength of a spiritual, emotional core heart. So it almost like answers itself. It's like, yes. And so the only other thing is that the Lenormand, which the three of us all got, you know, Violet, me, and was like, oh, well, the end of confusion.
Because I think if the way it, you know, it's not that evident with this particular card, but the way it usually is, and the way it's facing the coffin, it would be the dark side facing the coffin.
Right.
And so what that's saying to me is there's going to be an end of confusion. There's going to be an end to depression or worries or doubts. Any kind of confusion between the two of you is going to come to an end. It's almost as if you realize that this is your destiny and that you would be good for one another.
Well, hopefully, you can do that.
Now he wants to give me my commitment. Uh-oh. Well, I don't know, Mysterious Queen, but, if it doesn't work out with him, I would have to say that this card is indicating that you are destined for a very positive marriage. I just have to look at that and say that. So I don't know if you blocked him and he's coming in contact with you in some other way, but something is going to happen here for you, and whether it's him or someone else, and I know that's the way you asked the question, but it looks like it could be a very positive marriage you are destined towards.
Wow.
Yeah. So I wish you luck with that.
Good luck, Mysterious Queen.
Maybe you're blocking him. Maybe the cards are a little confused, and that you're blocking him is going to lead you to something else. Whatever the case may be, I wish you the best.
And keep us updated. We would
Yeah.
absolutely love to know how things go. Thank you.
I'm just going through a divorce.
Right, I remember
that's
you
right.
mentioned this before.
Yeah, I remember that. Oh, boy. Well, good luck. I really hope things work out for you one way or another.
So, Kara is up.
Kara, what can we do for you?
Well, it's really a cup of coffee. And the cup of coffee means you're supposed to think about the confusion. Right?
Oh!
Yes.
The coffee was basically there, every artist who does a tarot or a Lenormand deck has their own way of playing with the card's imagery and meaning. And so the coffee is just there because the coffee gives off steam that may look like clouds. Have you ever heard the expression, it's in a song by Carole King, or is it, what's her
Carly
name?
Simon.
Carly Simon. Clouds in my coffee. And so it's just another way the artist is interpreting the clouds. So that's all. They just used coffee to show that. It's kind of whimsical.
Yes, those are mine.
Okay.
So, Kara, what deck would I use for you? I think I'm going to use my Murder of Crows Tarot.
Oh, no.
It has some kind of Norse's kind of imagery with the crows and everything.
I actually like that deck. It's sort of.
I love it.
It's interesting in its own way. It is, and I like it.
So, and I can do the 1, 2, 3.
And somebody bought that for you.
You did. It was a limited edition.
Yes,
because there's another edition of it that has no red hues, but is virtually the same.
Got him the limited edition too. Aren't I a nice banshee?
Clouds in my coffee, clouds in my coffee, and I'm insane.
You did. You broke the chain of bad readings here somehow. Good for you. And that just shows the cards.
I've done that.
The cards have a mind of their own here. And we're doing different decks. Every reading has been a different deck so far. And
Naughty Kara. Ice cream and coffee.
darn you, Kara! We wanted ice cream last night. He did. He mentioned it. We're all out here.
It was a mood.
Yeah, it was a mood, all right.
You're
It
very
made me
welcome,
think,
my dear.
when am I going to go to the store and buy more ice cream?
Right after the show.
Or we'll go for dessert somewhere.
Maybe. Okay, so Kara wants to know, what does Spirit have for her? Card the first. And it's the reversed Queen of Swords. Well, to me, Spirit says you may have to make a very harsh decision that is the right decision for you, but one that people won't understand or won't be able to appreciate. People won't be able to see why you had to do this or even how hard it was for you to have to do it. But in a sense, this is really something you know you have to do.
Well, Mr. O has really taken a certain stand on the Queen of Swords reverse these days, which I have nothing wrong with. I kind of go with different things with the Queen of Swords. I think here, Kara, I think what Spirit has for you right now is maybe you're really a little bit uncertain about what your next move should be. And Spirit wants you to just not sweat it right now. If you're not ready to make that move or decision, like for example, some of the stuff lately that's been coming up with Odin that's been kind of tough lovish and leaving you wondering, well, what did I do wrong, or what should I be doing that I can't see? Spirit is saying, don't make that choice until you feel a little bit more clear-headed about things, okay? Whatever it is. Right now, you might be going through a period of a little bit of confusion, and it's okay to not make a choice at this time.
So why is that important?
The moon?
No, it's the Four of Wands.
Oh, I thought that looked like swords. But it's wands. Sorry, I don't know why I was thinking swords. The wands. Why is it?
Are you going to get married?
It's your choice
That's
about
a wedding
marriage.
card, right?
Well, it's a TFT party card.
Well, that too.
Well, I think here because maybe what Spirit is saying, why is this important, is really because you need to lighten up and enjoy life right now. Enjoy some pleasures that are going on. Enjoy some celebrations. Get out, relax, unwind, and just have yourself some good times. I think here, if you don't have a reason to celebrate right now, a wedding, a shower, your own wedding, whatever the case may be to go to, this is just a time Spirit is saying, lighten up, enjoy life.
Well, in my scenario where I felt like you just sort of feel Spirit wants you, or Spirit is saying you need to make this decision that, others may not understand, maybe this is saying really because, of course, it is really about you, and that if you have any regrets or recriminations about who you are possibly hurting or slighting, you shouldn't, because it really says everything's going to kind of turn out all right. And the other part is, to me, is I mostly don't see you being that kind of person. I mean, unless it was somebody you really are close to, like your parents or somebody close, a very close friend or relation, I don't know that you normally are like that. I'm not saying you're a mean person, but it's like you don't take guff from anybody. That's why this card came up, because it's sort of saying that you're strong-willed.
Okay, well.
Where does this lead to? And it's the Eight of Wands. You're going towards your target. You're moving unencumbered. You're moving with energy and maybe even a sense of knowledge and precision towards what you wish to accomplish.
I personally feel, with what I said about having a good time, that this might be saying that it's going to re-energize you. You're going to be able to then focus better on what you should be doing with things. Sometimes we need a break. We just need a break from being so serious and so structured that we have to do work and better ourselves all the time instead of enjoying life. And so I feel here, if you do that, if you follow Spirit's advice here, I think you're going to re-energize and you're going to be better equipped to finally focus on your goals. Life is not all about being driven all the time in success. Life is about experiential, and enjoying what's here for us. So I think it's a healthy mix of both we need here. And I have not pulled the Lenormand yet at all. So let's take a look at that. The vapors. What will this say? Now, I would say one thing. If I went more in line with what Mr. O is saying here about the Queen and making this choice or decision, it may be the Four of Wands is here to say, because you want to build a stronger foundation for yourself, why that is important. And where things are headed is you can focus your energy more on your goals. He has some very valid points to be made there.
Spirit wants you to lick the blood of your enemies from the blade, like Xena.
If I get the psyched, it's all his fault.
But then you know that Spirit is right.
I got a ship.
A ship. No scythe.
Well, this time I got the
Coffin.
coffin with the ship, which kind of indicates to me, really, again, this is sort of what I was saying about not making a decision at this time.
Okay.
This is about, there's going to be no, you shouldn't make a move at this time. Put an end to thinking to pressuring yourself that you have to make an important move or decision at this time. I think that fits in with that Queen, with what I said about the Queen of Swords. Now, I don't know how he wants to look at that, but I see it.
I could go that way too. I mean, I really don't think it makes that much of a difference, because I think whatever Spirit wants for you, ultimately it's important, because there's something really to celebrate about. There's some sort of peace to be won. There's the sense of the harvest home. And so you're ultimately going to go there. You're going to go there, even if you may want to take more time doing that, even if it means, the journey is altered somehow.
The journey is postponed or delayed. All
You're
right.
welcome.
That's what we have for you. 2 sides to that reading. All right. And I guess, Violet, dare you? You are up. Oh, Oracle card, top and bottom. Gotcha. All right.
You're welcome. And thank you, everybody, for watching. Don't forget, we are on again later this week for our evening show, if it's possible you're in a good time zone for that. Thursday, 7 to 9 p.m.
I'm kind of thinking I want to use the liminal forest for you, Violet. Unless you have an objection.
This morning, Banshee show is on, The Material Matters. And some of you guys were there, and we had some fun. And of course, it's a great way to get a sense of where your financial objectives or energies or strengths can be found in the week ahead. So check that out.
Mr. O, I'm going to have you shuffle and cut for me.
Alrighty.
And then I'll do top and bottom cards. We'll see what we get. Okay.
Did you say cut or top and bottom?
Cut.
All right.
I'll take the top and bottom after I pick up the cut. All right. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Top. Oh. Shell. Interesting. I think I'll read that first before I pull the bottom. In the relentless quest to meet others' expectations, to seamlessly fit into the carefully prescribed mold society presents, we often find ourselves donning layers of armor. This armor, while protective, masks our true essence, casting shadows over our individuality. It's a shell, a shield against the scrutiny and judgments of the world, a world that too often values conformity over uniqueness, the predictable over the unprecedented. Interesting. Shell is a reminder to hear the stirrings of your authentic self. What dreams remain unchased, passions unexplored, because of the expectations of others. The journey towards authenticity is not without its trials. It demands vulnerability. Shedding the shell often reveals the unguarded spirit beneath, the part of us that fears rejection and misunderstanding. Yet, when we embrace our true selves, the doors meant for us swing open as if by magic, leading us to the opportunities that resonate with the deepest fiber of our being. These opportunities do not demand we change to fit them. Instead, they embrace us as we are, celebrating the idiosyncrasies and quirks that define us. Before I pick the bottom card up, I need to comment on this. So, drop the shell. Drop the feeling that you got to please people, or, you've got to look towards analytics or whatever the case may be. God, this reminds me of polling today and stuff, that goes on in the political circles. In other words, don't find what's going to please everybody. Do what's authentically you. I think you realize that, but sometimes we all worry about the numbers here, right? Who's watching us? Who's liking us? Why aren't people liking me? What do I have to do? Forget about it. Forget about it. Be the authentic you. I love that. I love this card. It is a good reminder. And look at this. The bottom card was, and what a beautiful card this is. Wow. Rainbows. Aw. Aw. I don't think it's that kind of awe. It's awe.
Yes.
All right. All right. Awe is an emotion that holds a certain kind of enchantment, compelling us to embrace a world that stretches far beyond our usual expectations. It's not just powerful, it's transformative, urging us to acknowledge the extraordinary in both nature's brilliance and human endeavors. In moments of awe, we witness the remarkable and the rare, shifting our perspective and fostering a profound connection to something larger than ourselves. Pausing to immerse ourselves in the splendor of the natural world can evoke this profound awe, bringing with it a sense of tranquility, joy, and a diminished preoccupation with daily tasks. Awe not only sparks our creativity, but also fuels our inspiration to create. It deepens our bond, particularly when we are fortunate enough to share these moments with others. Even during our busy days, there are opportunities to experience awe. On my walks with the dogs, I often find myself captivated by the simple wonders around me. A neighbor's vibrant garden, the sunlight streaming through the cedar trees, or the community spirit of a little free library for exchanging sticks for neighborhood dogs. Think about the moment you experienced awe. Do you recall how you felt? So in other words, instead of worrying about how we are being perceived by the world around us, be open to the awe of the world around us instead, and be open to the awe of what you have to present to the world. Let the beauty of your message inspire you rather than the world's expectations of you.
Well, a moment ago you mentioned garden.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
And of course in Lenormand you got the garden and the lady.
Because that is all, again, about looking at the world out there, and how you interact with it. This is all important I think this whole reading is about that. You are just coming back with your readings again and stuff, so I feel here, just be you. Just be you out there in that garden, and you will do fine.
Nice.
Wow. That's really cool. And those cards are absolutely beautiful. I love that awe card. That's just gorgeous. Jeez.
So you probably didn't notice because you were busy with the reading, but Ari showed up. I don't know if Ari's still here.
Well, you could have said something.
No, it's hard to interject
All
when
right.
you're there.
Well, Ari, are you still here? We are at the very end. You just barely made it. And, it's only because we haven't had a lot of people today.
There you are.
We can read for you now.
Sure,
We just
let's
finished
do it.
with Violet. But let's do it, Violet, because we have the time. So let's go ahead and do it.
Of course.
All right.
So give us your question in, Ari.
A general. Yeah, you
A general love
absolutely
reading.
can.
Okay, and I'm going to once again use my Final Rose Tarot, which is a romance
Oh, it's a general love read.
themed.
Yes, I see.
Yes.
Well, the only reason Violet's saying uh-oh is out of the number of love readings we did today, I think we only had one positive one.
Yeah, for some reason our love readings aren't indicating nice fluffy stuff.
Yeah, so just be prepared for whatever happens there, Ari.
All right. Here we go.
Oh my goodness. Let's take a look. Oh, I need the Lenormand, yes.
So the first card is the reversed Page of Wands.
Did you do Lenormand for Violet?
I did.
Oh, what were they again?
It was the garden, and
Oh, yeah. I don't know how I forgot that because I commented.
I don't either, dear.
It's okay. Go ahead.
Tough love today. That's right. Now the second card is the Fool, and that's of course the contestant. It's upright. And then the final card is another page, and it's another reverse page, the Page of Swords. So you have two reverse pages, Page of Wands, Page of Swords, but you do have the Fool in the middle, which is upright.
Be cautious.
Be cautious,
I think,
of course.
you know, it's interesting here because I think you're going to be tempted to take a chance on someone or maybe more than one person as it turns out here. But I kind of think it's dealing with one person. You might be wanting to take a chance at romance up and coming. And what is that? That's the Page of Wands and the Page of Swords.
They're both reversed.
It may end up being here that it might get off to a bad start right from the get-go, because I sort of feel here that you both just seem to be on different pages mentally.
Pages.
You know, about maybe what?
Pages.
Yeah, pages. Maybe mentally on what you want here. Yeah, different pages. That's funny. I'm sorry. It just seems as though there's a lack of an ability to communicate with one another, or when you communicate with one another, I think you're finding you both may want different things.
Some of this is maybe the idea of an immature kind of energy. So a page could be a young man or a man
True.
who is immature, especially with that Page of Swords reverse, because that's somebody that maybe is gossipy, tacky, not diplomatic, speaks his mind and then will regret it because he probably offended somebody or caused a problem with that. But you have a good attitude. You sort of want to feel like you're going to check it out. It's mostly just a cautionary to say that, you know, things may have a not, you know, this is like just an immature group or person that you might be attracted to or be in a situation with.
Sorry, Harry, it does seem like more of the same, but
And it's, ooh,
oh my goodness.
the snake and the clouds.
This is very interesting to me because I hate to say I didn't notice.
You wanted me to interrupt.
Oh, let's close the list after Kelsey. We'll take Kelsey and we'll close the list. We've already gone through our entire list, even reading for Violet. So even though we're ending early today, I think we're going to put a kibosh after it, after Kelsey. But we'll read for you, Kelsey, okay? Just give us a minute. We'll finish up with Ari. Ari the Aries. Well, Aries, this is very interesting to me because you have the dark side of the clouds facing the snake. That is not a good thing. And you know what? The clouds and that being a rather ethereal, airy kind of card fits in very nicely with that reversed Page of Swords here. And I'm going to ask Mr. O's opinion on something here with the Page of Swords. Isn't the Page of Swords sometimes known as somebody who could be an imposter? In other words, somebody who is putting on a false front or a false face. So I think that could be part of what the clouds and the snake are saying here. There's some deceptive thing about this person that you're going to meet. And you're going to kind of see it. You're going to feel that things are not right here. Things are not what they seem to be.
I get the feeling that this will be possibly somebody you meet through an online connection or a referral of that sort. I don't think you're going to meet them first physically. I think you're going to chat up online or something and agree to meet, and then you'll realize this person is probably not what you expected.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's another love
I
reading.
know. Who does, right? Who has time for that?
Another love reading that's kind of messed up here.
We're sorry. That's all we're doing here is bad love readings. Hey, Kelsey, it's your turn now.
Well, we had one good love reading. I will say that. But Violet, the only thing I saw astrologically I wanted to bring to your attention was on my material matters show at the end of the week, I noticed that Mars is about to enter Gemini. And so I'm wondering here if that's some of the communication stuff we're seeing here. You know, there could be some difficulties in relationships and interpersonal relations, including what we're seeing, you know, between people right now. The communications could be really, really touchy and confrontational, you know, in this time period, I think. Anyway, that's just my thoughts on that.
All right, so our final reading for Kelsey, and that's going to be your deck.
I'm getting my animal deck for this one. All right. The characteristics of your next partner. Well, do we want to do my other reading for that?
Yes. I think that's a good idea.
I think I want to do it a little bit differently because this is about what the next partner's characteristics are. So what I'm going to do is we'll look for that court card. We'll do all those cards the same, but a little bit differently. Like the first card will be some of their physical and personal characteristics. The other card in the middle might be different things about what they're going through or what their life is like, and or maybe attributes of that. And I think the third card will be like a theme for them too. This is really more about that person, I think, more than anything. I think you'll see it as we go. We'll try to focus it that way. But I think what I want is a court card, a regular card, and a major arcana card. That's the way I want to do it. And we'll take it from there. So we used to do this reading in a variety of different ways where we shuffle them as regular, cut them, and then I look for the first court card I see for the first position, a regular minor arcana for the second position, and then a major arcana for the third position, just to give us some insight on this person's character. You know, that major arcana could be the archetypal image of the person. So let's see here what I get. All right, I'm going to be looking for a court card. We got the Queen of Cups, which whether it's a male or female, we can still use this as the court card. So what I'm thinking here is this person is very emotional. And they have, in a good way, and they have water energy around them. So water is prominent in their chart. They may be a water sign. I do feel they will probably match you in age and maturity. And I feel here that they're very empathic. They're very caring.
They're intuitive, and they're definitely nurturing. Depending, they may be interested in having a family, or they may actually come from a situation with a family background that's close to them.
Yeah. And so now I am looking for the first regular minor card, and let's see what that is. It's the Two of Wands reversed. Okay, let's take a look at that. So I also feel about them that they may have a little bit of problems at first settling on a course in their life. whether this is business oriented or with the relationship, they may have a little bit of it may take them a little time to settle down, maybe at a job or a goal, or with this relationship with you.
Well, it is possible that maybe previous relationships may not have been very successful. That could pertain to either, their business or career life, or it could pertain to friendships in general. Maybe they have an energy that sort of makes them a little bit more lonerish. Possibility.
Now, I'm looking for a major arcana card. Oh. And I've got the Wheel of Fortune upright.
So this is about their life, or the quality of the time.
I feel that they have a knack for being at the right place at the right time. Fortune seems to follow them.
Lucky.
They seem to be, but also, the Wheel of Fortune's a funny card, Kelsey. And so I will say that they seem to know how to go with the ups and downs of life. When I see the Wheel of Fortune upright, I kind of think they know how to navigate through life's positive moments and negative moments.
But what are they anchored to?
Okay.
Choices. That's the crossroads.
Well, that's interesting too.
The crossroads, which is like choices.
Right. So again, if I look at that card and I think about what I said with the Two of Wands reversed, I'm kind of thinking here to myself that this could indicate that they do have difficulties in settling, deciding on choices, deciding what's the right way to go. And maybe sometimes, looking at that Wheel of Fortune there, they kind of just spontaneously... They let fate make the decision for them sometimes. And that could be good, that could be bad. Or sometimes they spontaneously say, I'm just going to do this. Because isn't it about spontaneity too, the wheel? Like something happens out of the blue. They may come up with a surprise decision and surprise you sometimes. So they're going to be a very unpredictable sort of person. But I don't see any kind of red flags here.
No. The long and winding road.
I just feel like they might need a little bit of guidance and stability, Kelsey, in their lives that maybe you could provide for them.
They're a free spirit, easy rider kind of person. They're not necessarily a drifter or aimless, but maybe they're looking for something that really they end up hitching their star to. Who knows?
Interesting reading. So I wish you luck with that. Now, of course, this doesn't say when you're going to meet, anything like that. This was only about the type of person you could meet. And with the way our cards have been going today, I'd leave it at that.
Yeah.
We've had a really rough time with the relationship readings here today. Holy cow. So good luck with that.
Alrighty.
All right. That's
Hope
it.
you liked it.
That's our readings for today, everybody. We're ending a little bit early. And I just advise everybody, come early. We will try to stay open and fit you in at the end of readings, but this has been a really trying week on me. And I would say also with events going on in the world and U.S. politics, somebody who's empathic like me, and with some of the cards we have been pulling, I'm really kind of frazzled right now, to be quite honest with you. So we're going to end it and keep things as they are right now. Hope everybody has a great week ahead. And like I said today with our card of the day, that was the star reversed, despite everything that is going on worldwide, climate-wide, political-wide, conflict-wide, don't lose hope. It's very easy for us to look at the dark side of life and not come up with positive ways that we could transform things. Don't lose hope.
And now I'm going to do my world-famous impersonation of Neil Young. Keep on rocking in the free world.
So, everybody, until next time, if the world doesn't fall apart, we'll see you soon. Goodbye for now.